Hello everyone and welcome back to Georgia Paper Crafts. This is Amber and today I'm working with the Spellbinders October Small Die of the Month Club dies, home for the holidays. This die set makes a woman holding either a pie or a present or a Christmas tree. You can make them into several different designs. It reminds me of a paper doll, pretty much putting all these pieces together to make that paper doll. So what you see here is I have cut out different pieces of the arm, the head, the legs, and I am coloring them using my Copic markers here. And I did that very quickly. And actually I'm going to make two images, one of a holiday, well, a holiday, I would say a Christmas setting, and then one for like a Thanksgiving card. And I'm doing them all at once. So here I am using paper from the Die Cuts with a View fall paper pad. I'll have the exact name down below here. I can't remember what it is, but it has fall colored and Thanksgiving themed papers. And I've cut all the little pieces out for her dress and everything out of that paper. And as you can see here, I'm putting it all together. There's a lot of little pieces. All the dies are off to the side there. I'm going to go ahead and attach her arms. And they've made these arms to where they attach into a way that they come inward, kind of forming a way so that our hands are holding something. And again, whether it be a pie or a present or a Christmas tree, you have the ability to make all of those. So here I'm adding the arms. Next, I'm going to add the neck slash, actually it's a neck, and then it attaches to the head. Now this head has no face on it. You could draw a face in on it, but I figured I'd better not, because knowing me, I'm not a great artist and I'd probably mess it up. So I decided just to leave her faceless. But she does have hair, and you can choose a couple of different ways that you want to have her hair. It can have it with a bun, it can have it with a ponytail, or it could just be short like this. But I decided to put a little bun on the top. And as you can see, a lot of this is a lot of little paper pieces that it's kind of, busy work putting it all together. It does take a little while, one, to cut it out, and then two, to put it together. So this one I'm going to put together on the screen, and then I'll put together the other one. You might see it off to the side, the one in the blue, off screen. Just because it takes a little while, and I don't want to bore you with all that. Now here, cleverly, they have come up with a way that you can put the shoes on the feet. So there's a little die cut hole in the middle of the shoes that they make, and you just slip the feet in there. The legs with the feet on, and it's pretty neat. It makes it look really lifelike, but it is very tiny again, and trying to get it all adhered and stuck nice and straight is a little difficult sometimes. But I was able to do it, and once I get them in place, I'll go ahead and get ready to attach them to the main figure. And I am using Gina Connect glue for all of this. It is a great adhesive that has great hold, but it does give you that few seconds of wiggle room, so that if you decide that you stuck something down wrong or didn't want it in that certain place, you have a few minutes, maybe a few minutes, but a few seconds to get it up before you would totally ruin the project. So I've got her all adhered, and here I'm going to put together the pieces for the pie, because my idea is to have her holding the pie, the Thanksgiving pie. I do enjoy, like I say, working with these kits. I think they make the most darling sets. But, as I have said previously, it is a little tedious sometimes with all the small pieces. And if you don't enjoy working with small pieces, this will probably not be the set for you. So I'm just kind of seeing how it'll look in her hands. And once I like how it is, I decide to go ahead and glue it down. And that's it. So I went ahead, like I say, and I made the other one off screen. Here I'm using the Cider Woods and the Autumn Delight paper stack from Die Cuts with a View. This is where I've got the pattern paper from. I've already cut them down to size. I am matting this piece of green pattern paper onto the dark chocolate. I'm going to use this other foiled piece of foiled design, almost like a leaf design pattern, to put it on the side there. And I have matted that with some chocolate brown paper also. Stuck it onto the side of the pattern paper, going to adhere it all there. And I'm going to bring in this other piece of pattern paper just to form something else onto the card. First I'm trimming off all the excess. Off to the side I already have a pre-made card base, A2 size card base that I made out of some heavyweight cardstock from my stash. Here I'm bringing in some sheer brown organza ribbon from my stash. Again, I don't remember where I got this. I've had it for a long time. It's just been there, and I decided I'd bring it out and go ahead and attach it to the front. I thought it might make a real nice addition. And I'm adhering it onto the back using the double-sided tape, and I'm just adhering it back there so I don't have to put any adhesive on the front and you see through it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that back adhesive off, put some glue on there, and I'm going to get it adhered to that chocolate brown matte piece that I'm going to use. Go ahead and get that adhered to my card base. Again, it's not white, it is a off-white color, just to let you know. Bring in another little piece of the ribbon. I'm just going to tie a basic knot here. I'm not good at tying bows, so I decided I'd just do a basic knot for a little additional embellishment. I'll trim those ends down a little bit shorter. Let's see where I want to put my little lady holding her pie. And I decided to bring in this stamp set from Hero Arts. This is just a journalized stamp set that has a bunch of holiday sentiments, and this one says Happy Thanksgiving. Now, the issue is that it is all one long piece, and it won't fit onto my card the way I want it to. So I'm cutting it apart here, the word happy and the Thanksgiving. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp out the happy part just on a piece of scrap paper to make sure I cut it fine and nothing happened. And it looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and use it and clean it off first, because I'm going to stamp in some brown color. Just kind of checking where I want to put everything here. I'm going to bring in my Misty just to help me, because I knew that I probably will need to double stamp it. Figuring out my placement here. Once I'm happy with it, I'll pick it up, and I'm going to use some espresso archival ink here. That's stamped. Go ahead and adhere my lady straight down onto the cardstock. Just glue her down. And as you can see, I moved my little knot over to the right-hand side. Initially, it was on the left, but I wanted her to be on the left side, so I moved it. And it was easy enough to do. It slides back and forth pretty easy. Here I'm just going to add some brown gems just to help embellish the card and finish it off. That happy looks a little crooked there now that I'm looking at it, but that's it for that one. So the next one, again, I'm going to do in a Christmas theme. So here I have all the papers and everything already cut apart. I've put the girl together. I made her using the Hello Winter, EcoPart Hello Winter paper pack, and also the papers that I'm using for the card are from that pack also. I also used some metallic blue cardstock from Tim Holtz to make the tree and to adorn some of the presents. I'm just making a little scene here and putting the presents and the tree to the side. I'm going to use that same stamp set from Hero Arts, and I'm picking the sentiment that says Merry Christmas. Bring in my Misty so that I can get help stamping this, just in case I need to double stamp it. I am using my favorite things. I believe this is a navy ink. Double stamping it to get a nice crisp look. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down. I did adhere everything down, just gluing it down. And as you can see, I did use a little bit of my colored marker just to give her a little grounding. So here's a quick look at my two cards. I appreciate you sticking with me and watching me make these cards. I hope you decide to invest in the Spellbinders Small Die of the Month kit, as I think it brings great value. Thanks so much again for stopping by. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, as it really helps my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we'll see you again next time.